Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. It is Wednesday, May 18, 2022. I'm here to give you breaking news, and please bear with me. I'm here at the studio. As you can see, I have the windows open, so you might hear a noise or two. But we have a situation going on, right? In case you haven't heard, now we have an outbreak of the monkeypox. It's the monkeypox virus. And this is an outbreak because it has been reported in many countries. So it's so crazy because I believe last year I came and did a video about it and what it was and all of that, but I did it in Spanish. And the reason I did that was I believe it was in Mexico. They were reporting that somebody had contracted that monkeypox virus, but now they just reported the first case. I think right now this is the statistics: 7 reports of confirmed cases of monkeypox in Spain. One was, I believe, in Massachusetts, and then Canada. So what is going on, right? And let me tell you, the symptoms are so similar to the flu, and everybody's dealing with allergies, spring allergies, and the whole, pandemic. I can't say the name here because then they'll cancel this video, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So what is going on? Now we have a monkeypox virus outbreak, and this virus is so infectious, it's so contagious, it's crazy. So let me tell you the signs and symptoms in case you never heard of this. Looking at some of the photos, to be honest with you guys, it looks so scary to have that. So I really feel for anybody that might contract that, or that has it, or knows somebody in their family that has it, because it looks very scary to have these little balls in your, little bumps in your hands and your whole body. So these are the signs and symptoms that they're saying, right? So it could be fever, headaches, muscle aches, swollen lymph nodes, chills, exhaustion, and within 1 to 3 days, sometimes longer, it says here, after the appearance of fever, the patient develops a rash, often beginning on the face and spreading to other parts of the body. So it's almost like scabies. That's also something that's very contagious. And it says here that illness typically lasts for 2 to 4 weeks, but it's very contagious, right? And they say that the cause of death in as many as 1 in 10 person who have the disease. So if 10 out of 10 people, like out of 10 people that have it, only 1 might die or something like that. But this is so crazy. I believe in 2003 the same thing happened, right? But they had a huge outbreak on this monkeypox virus, and this is just crazy. I think out of nowhere, it's so strange to me, this whole thing, how out of nowhere it's just popping up everywhere, right? On top of everything else everybody's dealing with, I wonder, how do you distinguish, right? Is it because right now I know people, especially in the springtime, they get really crazy allergies, and they also develop a rash, right? And these symptoms that I just read to you, they're so similar, right? But I know I've seen photos of people with the monkeypox, and it looks so scary. Like I said, nothing like I've seen people that have really bad allergies or bad asthma that they get, sometimes people with allergies to the pollen, all of that stuff, they get like their face becomes so red, and they have congestion, cough, fever, all of that stuff. So let me just continue reading here. So the transmission, right? So how would you get it, right? So the transmission of monkeypox virus occurs when a person comes into contact with the virus from an animal or human or materials contaminated with the virus. So that's also so scary, guys, right? The virus enters the body through a broken skin, even if it's not visible, okay? Broken skin, even if not visible, respiratory tract, or the mucous membranes, right? The eyes, nose, or mouth. Animal to animal transmission may occur by a bite or scratch, brush meat preparation, direct contact with bodily fluids or lesion materials, or indirect contact with lesion materials such as contaminated bedding, right? So it's so important to always, be on top of, washing your bedding, all of that stuff. Human to human transmission is thought to occur primarily through a large respiratory droplets. Respiratory droplets generally cannot travel more than a few feet, so prolonged face-to-face contact is required. So prolonged face-to-face contact. Other human-to-human methods of transmission include direct contact with bodily fluids or lesion materials, and indirect contact with lesion materials such as contaminated clothing or linens. This whole thing about this outbreak that's happening, and now they're reporting the first case here in the U.S., is reminding me of March 2020 when they shut down, feeding rooms, they shut down all the stores, and you were afraid to order food, like even just to pick up food, because it's like during the springtime, right? And what happens, people get confused, right? And they say they for somebody to develop the full symptoms of this whole virus could take up to 2 weeks, right? Some people might think they're just having a regular flu, or they're just having regular seasonal allergies that they get every year, right? Because people that get allergies during the spring, they get it every year, right? So it's nothing new for them, and the symptoms are so similar, right? And I'm like, wow, to get to that point that where you're saying it is the monkeypox virus, that's like you have to go through all these symptoms that are so similar to everything that we've been dealing with for the last 2 weeks, right? Well, you guys know what that is, that in 5 days they say you're no longer contagious and you can go back to your normal life. And now this monkeypox virus is being reported all throughout. There was a huge outbreak in 2003, and now we're dealing this new outbreak on top of everything else. This is so, I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, this is the thing, guys. Just as we thought we were going to be moving forward away from this whole thing that we've been dealing with for the past 2 years, here comes another thing. All right, so what does that tell you, right? Like, how many they're gonna say now you're gonna need the on top of your fourth one, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, thing in the arm. On top of the fourth one, now you're gonna need this additional one that is gonna be like the super one. They probably call it the super booster one, so that you can be protected from this new thing. And that is so crazy to me. Like, when does it end, right? I know we live in a world that has a lot of diseases, all of that stuff, but when you're telling me that, especially this whole thing that's been happening for 2 years, like the guidelines, when everybody in charge of it, now they're saying you no longer have to, be away from friends and family. If you have it for 2 weeks, you can cut it down to 10. Like, how does that change? Isn't that like the fat? Now they're changing the fats, right? So now they're adding more stuff, and before you only needed one thing in your arm. Right now you need the third, the fourth, and I guarantee you something else is gonna come up, and they're gonna develop something that's gonna be the super one, so you can be also protected for this new outbreak. I don't even know what to say anymore, everybody. I'm not saying that this is not real. I'm just saying, like, when does it end, right? We know that, dangerous things are everywhere, right, people? There's no, there might be some scary neighborhoods than others, but there's always a possibility for anything, right, anywhere you go. So what do? You're not gonna live in fear, right? You're just gonna live life, face life with whatever comes your way. You're gonna be smart, you're gonna protect yourself, but like when does it end? Like, there's so much, right? Let me know what you guys think. I don't even know what to say anymore. I really hope that that it doesn't spread as much. I mean, 7 cases already confirmed in Spain, 1 in Canada, 1 in Massachusetts. That's not good. It's just giving me a lot of flashback of March 2020, but let me know what you guys think about it. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Have a good afternoon. God bless. back to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and share this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.